Hey everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mr. Guy on Board Game Geek, bringing you our next episode of Darkest Night 2nd Edition. I don't remember if this is number 6 or number 7, but I know it's getting up there. And we're trying desperately to defeat the Necromancer before he takes over the land and creates blights everywhere in the world for everybody, living and dead. So we're going to get started. And in the last turn, I think I may have messed up just slightly, and I'm going to talk about what I may have done. When you get a Tome of Retraining, it says discard at any time to put in one of your power cards at the bottom of the deck and draw 2 power cards. I only drew 1. I should have drawn 2. Not a crisis. I think I liked what I drew anyway, so it worked out okay. But because I think it was the Fiend Fire, which is awesome, that the wizard has, and that card looks like so. And so we're going to just continue on. We're ready to duke it out. We're gonna take this guy down, man. Our wizard has the relic. I can teleport to him and bite him myself if I want to, but I'm not going to do that. I think we got a good buffer of a turn where we can prepare for the Necromancer to come after us. Because one of the things I'd really like to do is get the prince over to the wizard and have him spend this. Not Sport Network, sorry, wrong one. Inspire, so that he has this to get an extra +3 dice on his roll when he uses his Fiend Fire and just blows the Necromancer to pieces. At least that would be the awesome mission that we have in front of us today. But we're going to get started. We're going to start off with our players' turns, and I think we'll start. I have the prince up in the mountains, and I wanted him to go after the Holy Trinity. There's 3 blights there that make the equivalent of 4 blights because the void is considered 2 of them. And remember, for every additional one there, it's going to go to the monastery. So we got to be very careful. I'd really like to blow up those specters or something with the prince before we leave. But he only fights with 2 dice, he does have a spark. Do I take the time? He's also got a secrecy of 5, so he's not as likely to be found. Do I take the time and effort to kill the specters and move on? I'm debating that. I think the answer is yes. So I think we're going to start with the prince. We're going to take the prince's turn first. And the first thing that we have to do is draw his event card. It's a demon. That's pretty bad compared to a secrecy. Well, here's some good news. His secrecy is decent. It's not 6+, but it is in the 4 to 5 range. So it's a fearful demon. We need to attack or defend or evade 3 and 4. And if we're going to lose 2 secrecy, it says a stench of sulfur and fiery glow tell you immediately what manner of fiend you are facing. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to defend against him because, well, it's 2 dice either way with the prince. He can use his loyalty to get +1 dice when eluding, or he can use his strategy to get 2 dice when fighting. So we might as well fight because it is a 3. So we're going to roll and see. Hopefully he doesn't lose any secrecy. We rolled 2 3s, so we succeeded. So the demons, we were able to defend ourselves against the demons, and we fled the scene. Oof. Okay, now for his action, I do think that we are going to destroy the taint there. Aspire has to be a hero in your location, yeah. So what I might do, you know what I could do is teleport the wizard up to the prince. But anyway, for now, I think he's going to take care of these specters. And so we need to defeat them with a 4 better. That will cost him his secrecy, but that's okay. And he's going to get 2 dice to do it with. He will burn his spark. I believe we're going to do that. He'll use his spark, so he gets 3 dice. I really want to get rid of these guys. And we're going to need a 4 or higher. We got this. A 5. Okay, this one's kind of cocked, but there's already a 5 there, so it doesn't really matter. We succeeded in defeating the specters. What's the taint do? Cannot gain grace. That's fine. So the specters are gone. That is good. Let me find their little spot here in my my trays. I got them very well organized. I love it. It works out great. And that is going to mark the end of the prince's turn. The prince defeated a... Oh, and I got to lower his secrecy down to 4. He's at 5. He's now at 4 for defeating that blight that's there. Okay, that was his turn. That was not a terrible turn for him. So I think what we'll do next is... Well, the knight is going to go into the village. I think the culmination of this might end up in the village. Don't know. Or he might hide, because if he hides, he'll get his elude tactic back. I don't know if that matters for him right now or not. because he's only got the. No, oh, you know what? I know what we're going to do with the knight this turn. I do. Now he has no blights there. He was able to. There's nothing there for him to do. So I think what we're going to do is stay there. But first we're going to draw. So we'll go with the knight now. She's right here. We're going to draw her event card. It says call to action. Gain a spark. Okay. So she gains a spark. That gives her second. And draw a quest and roll 1 die. We've already seen this card. That's interesting because I shuffled them all up and now they're coming up again. Roll 1 die to determine its location, then add a quest, a time marker to it. A crystallized moment, your path stretches before you, bright as a dream and sharp as loss. Okay, so we're going to get out the quest deck over here and draw a new quest that's going to go out on the board and put a time marker on it, and that stinks, but it's okay. What do we get? We get a Door to Darkness. We only need 1 success. We've got 4. We're going to have 4 time. It has a little demon dog guarding a magic door. It says fight versus 6. Each success equals 1 success, so we only need 1. If we complete, we get the mystery. If it expires, we get a blight. A grim-looking door stands in empty space, defended by a fearsome beast. Defeat the guardian and learn the door's secrets before something else comes through, or worse comes through. So let's see where this is. It is going to be in the, and now we're going to use this location. That's actually in the village. So the village has got a lot going on right now. Well, actually, this isn't in the village. I put it in here as a reminder so that I knew that it was something that existed I could do. That's the live to tell thing, where if we defend ourselves against a necromancer or beat him in a fight, we can gain extra clues. Okay, so, and then I have to take a time marker, which is one of these, and we're going to put it here because we only have 4 turns to complete that. Not the end of the world. However, does that change what the knight's going to do? I'm so tempted to move the knight there and take out those blights that are in there. Because wherever we go, wherever we draw the necromancer, we have to destroy the blights first. So we're going to have to attack the blights, get rid of them, and then the wizard can go after the necromancer. So I think even though the knight is not at his finest yet, in other words, he's only got his base abilities, we will go into the village. So he's going to move. That's going to increase her secrecy, rather, up to 5. That's good, but then at the end of her turn, and at the end of the turn, she's going to have to deal with these 2 fine fellows. So the zombies, now, here's the bad part here. This could hurt us, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Maybe I don't want to do that. I might take it back, because without her ability to elude, well, no, I take it back. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to elude the zombies, but we only have 1 die to do it on, and then we're going to fight the skeletons. We have a 4, but we're going to get 2 dice. Okay, so let's first go after the zombies. We rolled a 5, so we eluded the zombies with 1 die, and then the knight, she will use her charge tactic to fight skeletons, defend the skeletons against 2 dice. She actually failed and lost a grace as bad. So she is now down to 1 grace. Yuck. Next turn she'll be able to knock those blights out, because it looks like this confrontation might take place in the village. We shall see. Okay, that is going to be the end of the knight's turn. So next up we have the, let's see. You know what I'm going to do with the wizard? I know what I'm going to do with the wizard. Yeah, we're going to get some stuff back, I think. So what we're going to do next, I think we'll go to the priest next. Now the priest is in okay shape, but I think what we're going to do with the priest is we're going to first draw the priest's event card. We got to do that. So panic, uh-oh. Add a marker to a quest already in play if there is no quest in play. So there is. It says, he tells the story quickly and out of order. So we get some misinformation telling a story quickly about this door to darkness that has appeared somewhere near the village. Added extra time to that. So we only have 3 rounds to complete that in. It's okay. I think we can do it next turn with the knight. I'm not sure. All right, but let's see. What are we going to do exactly? We have a taint there and the corruption, but neither of those are really horribly bad for us at this point. So what we're going to do is we will move with the priest. And do I want to move him to the village? He has absolutely no ability to defend against those things. Well, he can elude like crazy. But if he succeeds, he loses a secrecy, but he won't lose a grace. He's got some grace. He can heal people like crazy there as well. Okay. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to move the priest to the village as well. Okay, that's going to give him a secrecy that puts him up to 4, and then that's where his turn ends. So now he has to deal with these 2 guys. So I think he will, again, I think he'll elude the zombies and fight the skeletons with 1 die. Elude with 4, because he'll lose a bunch of secrecy if he doesn't do it that way. And I think he's going to just roll 1 die. He's still got some grace left and he can heal. So I gotta think about this. Okay, so yeah, he's going to elude with 1 die, not using his sanctuary power because it draws attention to him by lowering his secrecy to, I don't want to lose, that'd be 3 dice. 4 dice. 4 dice if we use the sanctuary, but we lose a secrecy. And then you can fight the other one. Well, okay, let's make sure we don't suffer grace damage. We're going to elude the zombies with 4 dice. So we do that. We did succeed a number of times. So that puts his secrecy back down to 3, but then he's going to fight the skeletons for a 4 with 1 die, and he rolled a 3, so he failed. Wait, before I do that, I want to, wait, can I do spin sparks afterwards? I got to remember. Wait, hold on. Whoop. Sparks, can I spend them? When can I spend a spark? I think I can spend a spark anytime. I'm going to look up the rules because it's going to make a difference. If I can spend it now, I might do a reroll so he doesn't lose grace. So let me look up sparks on here. Sparks, I'll be right back. It's before making a die roll, so I'm going to have to suffer from that. And we'll have the wizard get 2. Another thing is he's at his maximum sparks. You can only have 3. So the priest has 3 right now. That's good because we're probably going to face the necromancer. The necromancer's probably coming to the village. I'm okay with that because we're going to rampage the village, rush into the village and take care of some business. All right. Next up, we are going to go with the wizard. Okay, the wizard is going to draw his event card, and that is going to be latent spell. Lose 1 secrecy, then spend 1 grace to or discard this event without further effect. Roll. So we could just. I like this one so much, but I have to lose a secrecy and a grace. I have to lose a secrecy anyway. So his secrecy is at a 2, but his grace is only at a 2. It means he'll go down to 1 if I do this. But look, we could do. Well, 1 to 3 is no effect, but moving during this phase could prove incredibly useful. Destroying a blight of our choice could prove incredibly useful. Drawing a power card could... Okay, we're going to take the risk. The wizard is down to 1 grace right now. We're going to roll a die. What do we get? We get a 5. 5, draw a power card. Well, okay, I'll take a power card. We'll see what he gets. Rune of Conductance. Deactivate all runes. Activate. Each hero may exhaust 1 power at the start of the turn to gain a spark. That is really weak. That was not what I was hoping for out of that. I was hoping that he'd be able to move or destroy a blight, but we didn't. Now he can use his... he's going to move. He's simply going to move to the monastery. That will increase his secrecy up to 3. So we're going to take a turn to heal him, I think, before he steps in to do battle with the necromancer. We're going to take care of all those blights for him, clear the way. Necromancer's coming to the village. We'll probably have to kill a blight or 2 beforehand. Alright, that is going to actually end his turn though, and that's the end of the turn for everyone. Everyone has gone, so I'm going to flip their tokens back over, then we're going to do the Necromancer's turn. First thing that happens, track goes up to 15, and then we're going to roll to see if the then we add another marker to this quest. We got to complete that next turn because I don't want a blight showing up there as a result. And then we rolled for the Necromancer. He rolled a 5, so he saw who? He did not see the knight, but doesn't matter. He did see the priest. Yes. And he did also see the prince. So on the Necromancer's turn, if we move towards the closest hero, breaking ties randomly. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 will be the prince. 4, 5, 6 will be the priest. 2. Darn it. He moves to the the prince. Well, okay. And that means that's okay because the prince will move out there and no, the prince he didn't see, did he? Yeah, he did. He saw the prince and the priest. Okay. And we are in the mountains, so we are going to have crows appear in the mountains. Darn crows. We have a couple of those on the board, and here they are. Now we're back up to 4 blights in that location again, though, which is what I was not wanting to have happen. The Necromancer's not cooperating with us, guys. All right. And that is going to end the Necromancer's turn. We don't have anything else to do there. Okay, next up, let's go back around and take some turns. I think we'll start with the Wizard. He's going to be easy. He is in the monastery where he's going to pray. 2 3s. Come on, a 4 and a 2. Man, I can't get 2. That just sucks. So he's back up to 2 grace. His secrecy is going to go up 1 at the end of his turn, because he's not moving. And all his powers are refreshed. So we got him up to 2 grace at least. I was hoping we'd get him up to 3. And that's his entire turn. So that's the Wizard. Next up, we will go with the, let's see, we'll go with the Knight. We'll go with the Knight, because I think the Knight's going to try and finish off the quest. Okay, here's the event card. Remember, I didn't draw the event card for the Wizard because he's in the monastery. Event Horde. Okay, compared to Secrecy, the Knight's Secrecy is a 5, so it's a small horde. He'll fight it for 3. He's got 2 dice, or she will fight it for 3. She's got 2 dice. She rolled 2 1s and failed, so the Knight took a grace. She's now down at 0 grace. That is absolutely horrible. So I'm going to have to move her out of there, and that was not my plan. Okay, the recent bloodshed has swollen the ranks of the dead with lesser spawn. Well, lesser spawn got us, actually. I cannot leave her there. She's going to have to move into... Wait, the priest is there. The priest can save her. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Let me think. I got to really think about this, guys. Okay, so if the Knight goes after the quest, she's going to have to make 3 different attempts to defeat these things, and that's kind of bad, because she'll have to defend herself against these 2 and complete the quest without losing any more grace, because she's at 0. However, if we go after a blight, we can destroy it with +2 dice, which means she's going to get 4 dice because she can use her charge, right? And maybe even spend a spark and make sure we get it. And then if it's destroyed and fulfill it, we gain a grace. So I think that's a better way to go. I really need to complete the quest, but let's go after these skeletons. We're going to have 4 dice. Skeletons are worse than the zombies. That's why I said, oh, well, they're really not. The zombies need a 5 to defend, but they only need 3 to elude. So we'll go after the skeletons. I think we'll save our sparks. We'll just roll and see what we get. Okay, we got a 6 and a 5 and a 4, so we definitely destroyed the skeletons. The Knight's Secrecy goes down to 4, that's okay, and the skeletons are gone. Alright, that was worth it. And because we activated our Oath of Purging, it is now deactivated, but it also puts the Knight back up to 1 grace. Okay, so she is going to have to defeat these skeletons. Now, I get 1 die because my elude ability is gone, but she can spend a spark here, and I think she will. She's going to spend one of her sparks here of 2 to get 2 dice. To elude, she needs a 3 or better. She rolls a 4 and a 5. So we eluded the skeletons, and she took no damage, and she gained a grace. That's good. Okay, and that is going to end the Knight's turn. So we've done the Knight and the Wizard this turn. Now we got the Prince and the Pauper. The Prince and the Priest. We do not want the Necromancer staying in the mountains. So we're definitely going to get out of there, and hopefully well, if the priest can stay, the priest has only got a 3 secrecy. If we attack, we're not going to attack the blight. Yeah. Okay. Well, what we can do is we can do a benediction. So first off, let's draw the priest's event card. So, Dust Storm. Gain 2 secrecy, then spend 1 grace or lose a turn. Oh my god. Well, we'll gain a 2 secrecy. That's going to go up to 5. And we'll lose a grace because I am not losing a turn. That means that the priest is now at a 5 secrecy and a 1 grace. We're kind of hurting, guys. We're kind of hurting. And then now we're going to take the priest's turn, so he's able to hide in the dust storm. We have 2 turns left to close the door to darkness. So do we try and take that on? He's not the right guy to take that on. I think what we're going to do with him is a benediction. 1 hero at your location gains a grace if they have more grace than you. Remember, he's at 1, so that if we do that tonight, the Knight will go up to 2, and that will be true. Then you gain 1 as well. So we're going to take this action, which means our Knight is going to go up to 2 grace, and because the wizard's only, or the priest's only 1, he'll go up to 2 grace too. Okay, and that's it. That's the full of his turn right there. Boosh. Now, though, he does have to defend against the zombies. I am going to spend 1 of his sparks to do that, so he's going to get 2 dice. We're going to defend it. We need a 3 or better. I just want to... No, we failed. Wow, guys. Okay. The priest is back down to 1 grace, unfortunately, failing to defend himself against the zombies in the village. That is painful. Okay, now we have the prince. Prince is doing okay with that. I think what we're going to do with the prince... I want to get him to the location with the rest of them. So instead of dealing with the taints there, he's going to first draw his event card. Let's see. Blink. Oh no. This could be good or could be bad, guys. We got caught up in a blink spell. We're going to move somewhere randomly. Where do we move? 4 to the castle. Well, that doesn't hurt us. Blink. We move over to the castle. That does nothing. Doesn't change anything in our turn, actually, so I'm okay with that. And then we're going to use our action to move to the village, which will gain him a secrecy, putting him up to 5. Actually, it'll gain him... I think, no, there's no point using his secret passage because it's a maximum of 5. And that's where he's going to stop. Now we're all in the village. We're culminating in the village, getting ready to take on the Necromancer. Of course, everybody's got a pretty decent secrecy again at this point, so the Necromancer might not... he's got to move out of the mountains, that's for sure. Let's hope he does. That's everybody's turn. So everybody is gone now. The prince is gone, and it's back around to the Necromancer. So we're going to move the darkness track up. It is now at 16. And then the Necromancer is going to move. Let's roll. 2. Good. He's not going to stay. Where does he go with a 2? Where does he go? Oh, 2 to 4. He's going to the village. Okay, good. He didn't actually see anybody, but he went to the village anyway. Now, remember, we're going to have to take him on next turn during the encounter. Everybody's going to have to encounter him instead. That could get us a bunch more clues and maybe get us a backup relic if we need it. So far, the wizard's got the relic, but the wizard's in the monastery. So we're going to have to keep finding him and clear it out. We just got to hope and pray that we can elude him and do some good things here. We got a lot of resources to do this with. We'll see. But we're going to take care of that door to darkness and the other blight there. However, we got to drop a blight when he moves. So what do we get in the village? We get a zombies, another pair of zombies, set of zombies rather, come into the village. Now we got 2 zombies to deal with in the village. Bad news for us. Let's go to the next turn. I'll flip everybody's token over. Oh, wait. One more thing I got to do. I should do them in order so I don't forget. Is that we only got 1 more turn to deal with that. If we don't, there will be a 3rd blight there. We don't want that either. So we're going to have to take care of that this turn. Okay. Well, so this is going to be an interesting turn. Let's get started. I think we'll start with the priest. Doesn't care about his sanctuary, his secrecy at all. So we're going to start the turn with the priest. Yeah, okay. So what the priest is going to do first is not draw an event card because of the all-seeing eye. Heroes at the Necromancer's location combat him instead of drawing their event card. So we know we're going to elude. He's going to elude with 4 dice. It's going to cost him a secrecy, but I'd rather do that than lose a grace. 4 dice. He's got 2 sparks. He's also got his bottled magic. Nope, we're going to do that. We're going to do this. Okay, boom. 4 dice. We got a 6. Perfect. Okay, we eluded the Necromancer. Now that also has another effect. Plus 3 clues if you successfully elude the Necromancer. We were at 2, so we're now at 5 again. We successfully eluded the Necromancer. Now he can take his turn. I believe that what he's going to do is he might drink his bottled magic and take on the door to darkness. The bottled magic will give him 3 fight dice. Discard after a fight to add 3 dice to that roll. So you can roll 1 die against that and see if he can get it. Or you can take on one of these zombies and kill him. He's not the best fighter, but he does have that bottled magic. Or, man, he can use one of his abilities. And remember, he did lose a secrecy because of his sanctuary when he eluded the Necromancer, so he's down at 4. I'm not concerned about that. But if he destroys a blight, it'll be at 3. Doesn't matter because of the all-seeing eye ability of the Necro. Or he can do his benediction again, since he's back down to 1. He can heal the knight again and heal himself. I think that's the way to go. We'll only destroy one of those blights this turn, but that's okay. He's going to use benediction as an action. 1 hero at your location gains 1 grace. That will make that the knight. And then the knight's up, well, or we could make it the... No, the prince is already 2. We'll make it the knight. Knight gets a grace, and then so does the priest. And that is going to be his turn. However, now he's got to fend off 2 zombies. So I'm not too concerned about his secrecy. So we're going to use his sanctuary against the zombies. Evasion of 3. Let's do that. Well, he'll do it once to be sure. Okay, we did. We successfully evaded 1 with a bunch of dice rolls. That puts his secrecy down to 3. But I think on the next turn, he's just going to... Next one, he's going to spend a spark, give him 2 dice. And he rolled a 1 and a 2, so he failed. and lost that grace again. So he's hovering at 1 grace. Not really what I wanted with this. Okay. Man, alright. Moving on. So let's do the prince next. Well, the prince again does not draw a card. We're going to have to elude now. He's probably going to take a grace hit here. Let's look at his abilities. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I think he's just going to use his loyalty and try and use the villagers to try and elude the necromancer. So he needs to roll 6, but he's only got 2 dice. He has no sparks. A 5 and a 3 he failed, so he is down to 1 grace. Man, that is just rough, guys. But now he gets to take his turn, and he is definitely going to try and take out one of these zombies. They're going to kill us if we leave him there. So what he'll do is he's going to fight with his tactic. Oh, I wanted him to put up his inspire for the... Well, the wizard's not there yet anyway. He does also... Oh, wait. He has the blessing of stamina on him from the priest. Activate on a hero at your location whenever you decrease your... So he gains a spark. Because he just decreased his grace. And then... yeah. Doesn't say that goes unactive when it happens. So I guess he just gets that every time. But that gives us a spark. So I think he'll do that, and he'll spend a spark to try and kill one of these... zombies. Let me think about that a little bit more. Now, we really do need to get rid of these zombies, so he's going to stick with that. That'll give him 3 dice. He just needs a 5. Oh, he got a 5 and a 6. So one of the zombies is dead. His secrecy goes down to 4. That's fine, and we got rid of a zombie. Now, at the end of his turn, he does have to fend off the zombies. He can elude with 2 dice, so he'll do that, and he doesn't have a spark to spend. A 4 and a 1 he eluded, so because they only needed 3, so he's fine. Okay, that's the end of his turn. Now we do have the knight. The knight is not going to draw an event card. What will the knight do? The knight cannot evade. Well, she can, just with 1 dice. So she'll spend her spark to evade the necromancer with 2 dice. Come on. A 1 and a 4 fails, so that means the knight is down to 2 grace, because the necromancer is battling everybody in this town. And then we are going to tackle the door to darkness. Oh, it's only going to get 2 dice. Well, that is what it is. Okay, we're going to try and tackle the door to darkness. Okay, if we fail, we're going to fail and put another blight here. A 6! All right, a 4 and a 6. That is awesome. We actually succeeded by the grace of God, I guess, in this world. And we completed this. It says fight versus 6. Each success is 1. So we got 1 success. We complete that, which means that we gain a mystery. Now, that is not that helpful at this stage of the game, but the failure was to put a blight in there. So let's cut these, draw a new mystery. Here we get Sacred Glade. Legends speak of the local glade that was once used for sacred rituals. It is likely that some power still sleeps there. So we're going to get 1 clue right now. That puts us up to 6 on the board. And let me make sure it's right there. Bam. Okay. And then it says if it goes to the forest automatically, plus 2 clues if 5 plus roll while searching there. It's permanent. So this Sacred Glade is now part of the forest, and we can gain clues there, learn the secrets of the Sacred Glade. That was good. We got rid of that. Now the knight is going to have to elude the zombies. That could result in another badness for the knight, but we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. A 6! No, absolutely evaded the zombies. No more grace loss there. We're okay. All right, well, almost cleared it out. Almost. We'll see what happens with the necromancer this turn. Now, everybody's still got a decent amount of secrecy there, but we still have the wizard to go. And I think the wizard is not going to stay there. The wizard, it's time to move the wizard into the space and deal, right? So, okay, wizard moves. Whoop. Remember, it doesn't draw an event card, doesn't encounter a necromancer. Moves there, gains a secrecy. Wizard goes back up to 5. Oh, you know what I forgot to do with the knight and the prince? They both lost a secrecy for starting their turn. I did it with the priest, but not the other 2. They're both down to 3s now on secrecy because they started their turn with the necromancer. Okay, so he teleports there. The only thing he has to deal with is these zombies. He's going to elude them. Remember, he's invisible, so he just rolls 2 dice, or plus 2 dice, so 3 total dice. Needs to roll 3 or better. Succeeds. Invisible wizards are cool. That's the end of the round. Okay. We'll flip it over, guys, but that was 3 turns, so I think we're going to leave it in a cliffhanger. Next episode could be very short. We're prepared. Hopefully the Necromancer stays there, and we drop a blight there. 2 of our guys take the blights out. The wizard, the prince sets up, inspires the wizard, giving him +3 dice, and then the wizard uses his fiend fire, 5 dice, so 8 dice total to kill the. See if we can roll 1 6, which would give us a 7 with the artifact and kill the Necromancer. Oh, the wizard does go down in secrecy, by the way, because he's got a relic, so I had to remember that. He is now he went up to a 5, but he went back down to a 4. Actually, he went to a 3. Then when he moved, he went up to a 4. So that's the end of the session, guys, for this round. We'll get back at it, guys. Thanks so much for subscribing. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I think we're going to be able to win next turn. If the wizard fails, we got a lot of people in trouble. They're at 1 grace. There's still a blight. There's going to end up being 2 blights after the Necromancer's turn. Which, oh, by the way, we got to do, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, so before we go, we'll do that 17 on the darkness track. Let's see what the Necromancer does. Rolls a 4, sees everybody there. Okay, so the Necromancer's there. Now the All-Seeing Eye does not have anything to do with that. It says instead of an event card. So he doesn't actually see anybody there, but he's going to drop a blight there. And it's the village. He's dropping liches. Oh no, they're bad. They're bad stuff. So let's get out a lich. Here they are. They need a 5 to be destroyed, and they get a 5 and 5. They're pretty tough. And they're here with the zombies. So the big battle is taking place at the village. Undead are swarming in. The heroes are battling the Necromancer, doing their thing. We only got one of them that did live to tell successfully, so that's kind of bad. Oh wait, did we get 2 of them? I'll have to go back and watch. If it's true, then we have 8. I'm sure one of you will tell me too. We have 9 clues if that's the case. Almost another relic. I don't know that that's going to matter, but I don't want to give up on it just in case we need to do some more to try and kill this guy. I do think, though, man, if our luck holds out, when we do, 8 dice against the Necromancer, we need 1 6, we should probably be able to succeed, I hope. I could even go so far as to put this blessing of strength on the wizard as well, giving us yet another die. That would be 9 dice. What do you think of that? So it's possible to get 9 dice out of this. We'll see if it happens. I don't know. But we'll see in the next episode. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you subscribing. And I appreciate my new patrons. Thanks so much. Highly recommend you guys do that. You know I'm giving away a copy of this game. I'm about to finish those announcements very soon. Like I said, I was waiting for one other thing to happen. Didn't go the way I expected it, so I'm going to make some changes. Got to redo my channel update that I was going to post. And then we're going to do that and follow it up with a live session where I give some stuff away. It's going to be fun. But shrink wrap copy of this $120-something game. So dive on in, support me the best you can. 10, 20 bucks a month. Man, if a bunch of you guys did that, I'd be able to do so much more with the channel. So, and for those that have done it, I appreciate you. I'm probably going to start doing a patron thing at the end of the videos, but I don't know if you guys want that or not, if you want to be known for that. I'm not sure. So that's why I haven't said about who's doing what. But anyway, guys, thanks again. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you in the next episode.